Previously on Trekking Along. We have set up camp for the night at the fire pit doing the dinner thing. Got our tent set up in the background. Can't see it, but that is Mac's Patch way up there in the distance. Kind of where the sun is. No longer allowed to camp up there, so we came down off the mountain and found us this little spot. It's going to be windy, but it's been beautiful, so we decided we were going to camp here anyways, even if it was windy. So today and yesterday were two of our biggest mile days. So I'm super proud of these girls. They've done over 12 miles both days. And today had a lot of elevation that we went up and then went down and went back up. So super proud of these girls. They've done a great job. Both days, did I say, was over 12 miles. So between the 2 days we're covered 25 miles, which is a big deal for us. So on our way to Hot Springs.
Good morning. So yesterday we were thinking about getting out our new water filter because our water filter is really slow. But then this last night, Mom was like, the low's supposed to be around 38, or that's what she thought. So we were like, okay, it's not going to get below freezing. Woke up this morning and there's like ice on everything and it was like 28, 29 degrees. So we're getting out our new water filter today because the other one is now totally broke, whatever you called, froze, so you can't work anymore. So yeah, yesterday we did 12 miles. Today we're gonna do 10, I think, 9 or 10 to a campsite. But yeah, we've done a mile and we eaten our second breakfast and are about to go down and then up.
It is another gorgeous day for hiking. And today, there is not a bitter cold wind, so I suspect we'll be shedding layers very quickly today. I'm not so sure my forecast is correct, but it was saying 61 degrees today. That would be a huge temperature increase since when we got up this morning it was 27. But we will take the warmer temperatures. We are all about that. We just made it to the top of Bluff Mountain, and we only have a couple miles left until camp, so good day. Yes, the climb up here was like 1.7 miles of up. It wasn't bad up, but it was still climbing up. And Rebecca and I have decided that we have graduated from slug status when going up mountains to the mosey movement. We are particularly fond of slow and steady wins the race. Sarah and Emily definitely have trail legs and can race on up to the top. But Rebecca and I can get there with fewer breaks now, as long as we go slow and steady. So I think we'll be part of this movement for quite some time. And that's okay. Proud members.
Proud members.
We are currently setting up camp. This was not the original campsite we were going to camp at, but the other one was full, and so we walked a little ways praying that we would find a good campsite because all of us are really tired and are sore and just done with the day, and then this really great campsite just popped up, so we're very happy.
We have found the town of Hot Springs. A shower awaits us, and boy, do we need one. We're excited for real food, too. Burgers are on the menu for tonight. Crossing the French Broad River on the way out of town. Woo, it's going to be a rainy, windy day. The sun is coming out. We're excited about that. Makes for a better day of hiking once the rain stops. We are getting water today, literally straight from the mountain. And it's ice cold. It is so good. Sarah has been our water girl today, filling up everybody's bottles.
It's fun, it's fast.
And we have a brand new filter, so it goes a lot faster than it has been. We're excited about that. We came up upon this beautiful field with a dirt road that kind of runs through it, and it's the trail. On trail this morning, and there's a friendly little mouse that refuses to get off the trail.
I don't think it's a mouse.
I don't know. Yeah, we're not sure it's a mouse because it has such a tiny tail.
He's so cute.
But completely oblivious to the fact that, or maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he sees so many people, he doesn't care, but
It's so tiny. It's so cute.
there it goes.
This used to be water slush, but I looked over.
I would think so.
The Rosewell Trail, these are our little ups and downs. The little erosion spots. Yeah.
We're on a ridge with gorgeous views on either side. Lots of rocks to climb up. But man, you can see forever on either side. Climb up a little bit more. Absolutely beautiful. And there's the trail we came up.
We made it 300 miles!
Woohoo!
On day 46, we hiked 2.6 miles to Devil's Fork Gap, and our dad came down and picked us up and took us to Nature's Inn Hostel, where we took couple zeros to spend time with him. We went to REI, we went to see a movie while he was there, and we also got to go to Texas Roadhouse, so that was a special treat. After 2 days, he sadly had to go home, and we got back on trail.
We're out slat packing this morning and came across a waterfall. It's beautiful. And it feels amazing not having to wear packs. So Rebecca and Sarah are completely packless. And then Emily and I are just carrying the bare bones, someplace to carry water and first aid kit and snacks. Won't be out here for long this morning, but it's beautiful. Hey Emily, what's in our water bottles today?
Sweet tea.
Sonic sweet tea! It's a great way to hike. Quite pretty this morning. Even if it is a little chilly. And the trail's gonna go off in that direction. So we ate at Texas Roadhouse last night for supper and asked for a dozen rolls to go. And for snack this morning, we have rolls with their butter. It's underneath all the tin foil. We're super, super excited. Great snack. Yeah, Sarah unfortunately has never had one of these. But she has a whole bag of Doritos, so she's a happy girl. We're almost to Spivey Gap and just came across this section that's all mossy and rocky and kind of reminds me of the Smokies. Different type of trees, but it's really pretty. The weather today is gorgeous. It's going to be almost 71, so we're shedding layers as we go through the day, but super pretty, still windy, and I think it's going to get windier. Storm coming in tonight, but we'll enjoy the good weather while we've got it.
Wobbly.
We are on our way into Erwin today. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out. I think it's supposed to be mid-60s, almost 70, I think, today. So we're already sweating. But we were thankful to stay in No Business Knob shelter last night because it stormed. They were predicting wind gusts of up to 55 miles per hour, and pretty sure we hit that. Plenty of rain. Woke up this morning to a beautiful day, so I'll take rain at night if it means we don't have to hike in it during the day. But I think we're headed to Uncle Johnny's. Hopefully gonna do their tenting option and get showers and laundry and a ride into town and get a resupply and maybe a burger. We'll see what the day holds. The sounds of nature. All right, so we got into Erwin yesterday, hiked about 6.5 miles into Erwin, and just as you get off the AT in Erwin, you will be at Uncle Johnny's Hostel. And so we walked in and see if they had tent spaces, and they did. We were excited, so he actually gave us a good deal. He let, instead of it being like $15 a person, I think he charged us $10 a person.
The couple rate or whatever.
Yeah, he gave us the couple rate. We got it times 2. So we had a great stay that included a shower and laundry, which yay for not being nickeled and dimed to death while we were in a hostel. They also had a little outfitter store there that had just about everything a hiker might need. Yeah. We bought several things while we were there that we needed to stock back up on. That like $20 a tent basically is what it came out to be. Also included a shuttle into town. So we got to go to, was it Food City or Food Lion?
Food City.
One of the food grocery stores, and do a resupply. We didn't need a ton of stuff, but enough. We think it might take us 5 days to get to Rhone, Tennessee. So we're carrying 5 days of food right now, which maxes out our bear cans basically at this point, given the amount of food we're eating. And then we went to Pal's for supper. It's apparently the best burger joint in town. It's only a drive-through. It kind of reminded me of a Checkers, but we walked through because we couldn't drive through. Got our order and went back to the shuttle bus to eat because it was kind of drizzly and almost cool yesterday evening. And then last night, of course, it rained because that's just what it seems to do here lately is rain at night. So had a wet tent to pack up this morning, but then hit the trail, and I think we did like 10.5 miles today.
I think 10.4.
Yeah, something like that. We're almost to Beauty Gap. I don't know, something like that. But we're just before there. We found tent sites, so we're camping here for the night. The wind has died down. Hopefully it'll stay that way. And we'll see. We're hoping to do about 10 miles every day this stretch. And we'll see if we actually end up doing more, or we're just excited to be more on the 10-mile pace. So met a bunch of great people while we were at Uncle Johnny's. Sadly, we've already seen them walk by our campsite tonight. We waved goodbye because it's probably the last time we're going to see them because they just hike faster. Some of them started March 1st. So
yeah, we were like, oh gosh.
You were like, yeah,
know our
you
date.
started like a month later than us and you're already passing us. So that's okay. We have more friends to meet, but it was fun hanging out at Uncle Johnny's and meeting the people that we did. So,
Can I think of anything else?
I don't know. It was a good hike today. We're in a stretch with very little water. So
Yeah, we are.
if you're watching this and you're hiking the AT, just know that coming out of Erwin, there was a slew of water there at the, like before the first shelter and then right after the shelter. And then there's a big stretch with just seasonal water. So we're not sure if we're going to have water the next couple of miles. I think 7 miles away there is a shelter from here. 7 miles from here there's a shelter, and it's supposed to have water, but it was a good stretch that we hiked today without water. We have enough to get us, you know, should there not be any water between here and the shelter, we have enough to get us there in the morning. But you should carry plenty of water with you, especially as it warms up. Today was cool and breezy, so we weren't super sweaty and thirsty, but as it warms up, carrying water will become important.
Yep.
So, anything else?
I don't think so.
That might be it. We're looking forward to snuggling tonight.
Yes. It's going to be below freezing again.
Yes, it's going to be below freezing, which means I won't sweat in my sleeping bag. We have to figure out life in a... I have a 15-degree bag. She has a 0-degree bag, and they're great for temperatures under 40. But if the low is above 40...
You just sweat all night.
It just means we're going to sweat. So we have to figure that out. But... happy we're gonna be snuggly tonight. Cold in the morning, but snuggly tonight. So
That it?
I think that's it.
Okay. Good night.
Good morning. We have made it to Beauty Spot, which is reminding us a lot of Max Patch. And there were tons of camping spots up here. And we think that is Erwin off in the distance over there. We could hear the train just slightly last night. There is a parking spot, so if somebody wanted to drive up here instead of hike, they certainly could. But plenty of camping all along here, and it wasn't super windy last night, so. But it's a beautiful start to the day. We are almost to the top of Unica Mountain, and there is still snow on the ground here. And this is definitely reminding us of the Smokies. All the moss, the trees, snow on the ground. Definitely very reminiscent, but beautiful. We found the little Christmas trees on the trail. We were in the tall woods, now we're in the short woods. It's kind of cute. We are wrapping up dinner right now. We're at a stealth site near a spring, so it's nice to have water. But we did a total of 11.2 miles today. And the fun part of our day was that we had trail magic.
From the same lady we had trail magic.
Miss Marlene. Yes, we saw her before. I don't remember at what gap, but she has just this amazing setup in the trunk of her car. She has everything a hiker might possibly want. Fruit. Do what? Emily's embarrassed because she's cleaning her feet and I'm filming her.
I'm just saying, you're holding out one of us two.
I already filmed Rebecca, so I'm getting y'all too. But anyways, Miss Marlene has everything a hiker could possibly want in the back of her car. She has soda. She has all kinds of like just junk food. She do it again. I didn't catch it all.
That's why.
She has fresh fruit. She had hot chocolate today. She has absolutely everything. So it was amazing to be able to sit down and chill for a few minutes with her and just enjoy the afternoon. But thinking we'll probably do another 11 miles tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes.
Little Rock Knob Vista.
All right, what gap are we at, Sarah? We're at Hughes Gap Road. We are 9, 10, 11, 8 miles into our day. And there goes somebody. But we are 3 miles from our site, and it's 3 miles basically straight up. So it should be a fun end to the day. We'll be going up like half of Rhone Mountain today, and we'll finish the climb tomorrow, and then I think it's the Rhone Highlands, like all the little balds after. So tomorrow should be very pretty with lots of views. But we're eating a snack, drinking some water, and we're climbing to our site. Oh yeah, and Sarah has her knee brace on because
I did something to it.
that's the obvious, Sarah.
I don't know what I did.
She pulled a muscle or something. We're actually all wearing a brace today. So, no, I got mine on. I got the knee special one. So yeah, we're braced up for the climb. We're bracing up for the climb. Don't roll your eyes on me. There's a lot of ice up here. And we don't. A bunch of icicles up here. Okay. No. So we ended up hiking further than we originally thought yesterday and made it all the way up to the Rhone High Knob shelter, which is the highest shelter on the AT. It's also the only shelter with a door because the winds up here can get so bad. So it was a cute little shelter. It's kind of dark inside. I don't know how much we'll be able to see inside. But the water source was down to the side of the cabin. And well, we can see a little bit. So not much room down here on the bottom floor. But let me see if I can show you the ladder. There is a ladder that goes up into the ceiling. And we just lost light. Up into here, and that second story covers the little eating area that was outside and this bottom floor that's in here. So it says it sleeps 15. I suspect you could probably get more than that in a pinch in here. Because on the first floor, we could have easily have gotten maybe 7 if we needed to. So
This morning, I woke up Mom and I was like, "Oh, Mom, did you hear the mice upstairs last night?" She goes, "Oh, I don't think those were mice. They were much bigger than
yeah,
that."
something was playing upstairs. I don't know what it was, but it was bigger than a mouse. So beware if you stay upstairs. So we're going to go do the Rhone Highlands today. It's just bald after bald after bald. So it's going to be a sunny day. We should have great views and we'll have fun. On day 57, we hiked a little more than 8 miles and arrived at the refuge we needed to resupply. It was a great place to stay. We were so thankful to be there. They have an awesome hangout space for hikers who just want to chill. They had a great little mini kitchen with a mini fridge and a pizza oven. They had washer and dryer. We could do our own laundry. They had an amazing shower that we found out had a tankless hot water heater, which is why we could take super long showers and still have hot water. The bunk space was kind of on the back side of the hostel, so it was nice and dark. It was as dark as you wanted it to be unless you set an alarm. You didn't necessarily wake up with the sun. And then they slack packed us, so we actually spent an extra night there and slack packed about 12 miles. That was only the second time we slack packed, and it was exciting for us. We hit the 400-mile mark and just had a great, beautiful day. Got to see several waterfalls along our walk that day, and met lots of other hikers out that day too. While at the refuge, we got to meet back up with Caboose and Big Hungry, who we had met at Uncle Johnny's. We also got to meet a new hiking couple, Rick and Sherry, and we just had a great time hanging out with a group of hikers while we were there.
Next week on Trekking Along.